Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you a gold farm I made a video about a long time ago before the region-wide auction house. Now the farm that we're going to be doing is for things that sell on the region-wide auction house, and so they sell a lot better now since the region-wide auction house is a thing. Now to do this farm I would recommend being level 70, and this is where you want to head. So you want to head over to Mechagon Island, to this location right here. So as you can see up in the top left hand corner, and the items that we're going to be farming are the hardened springs, the tempered plating, and the machine gear assembly. Now I did a few test hour runs, and approximately you'll get 618 of the hardened springs, 342 of the tempered plating, and 186 of the machine gear assemblies. Now that's doing it solo. You can definitely do this in a group and you'll be able to get a lot more and make a lot more gold per hour from doing this. But all you need to do to know the exact price that you'll be able to make from this solo is simply get the prices of each of those three items and then times them by the amount that I showed at the start of the video, and then you'll have a rough estimate of how much gold within an hour you'll be able to make from this farm. Now it's very simple, but I would recommend having a level 70 and decent gear. Now being a boomkin works really well to do this farm because you have really good AoE and you can pull all the mobs together from a far distance. So by far the best class to do this on would definitely be a druid, a balanced druid, or a hunter. A hunter would do this too very well. You'd be able to do big range pulls, pulling all the mobs together, then burning them down with AoE very quickly. So them two classes would definitely be the best. You could do this with a group of people and it will increase the amount of gold per hour that you get from this farm. What you would do, the best way to possibly do that would be to have a monk set up a statue right in the middle of this location and then have everyone else pulling the mobs down to the statue. So say you had one monk for the statue and then 2 druids and 2 hunters, or druids or hunters, and what they would do is pull the mobs so they come down to the statue, and then at the statue the monk would AoE down all of the mobs at the one spot, and then so everyone just loots in the center of the location. Now the parts are used for a bunch of different things. I believe you can get some mounts and some cool collectible things, and a lot of people are actually interested in buying these items. Now that the region-wide auction house is a thing, obviously the prices went down since a couple years ago in Shadowlands, when the prices were worth like hundreds of gold each before the region-wide auction house. Now they have went down in price, but you'll be able to sell them a lot quicker than you used to be able to. You can also get some really good BFA Transpl pieces from doing this farm. If you get lucky, you can get some epics and stuff that are worth a lot of gold. That are transmogs, but the majority of the steady gold will be coming from the parts that you get from killing the mobs. So the 3 parts that I showed at the start, and they all have a decent sell rate and sell fairly well up on the auction house. As you can see, the mobs are pretty easy to kill. What I would recommend though is having DPS gear instead of using your speed set. Yes, the speed set is cool on that, but you will get quicker kills if you have proper gear on instead of your speed set. Ideally, what you would want is a level 70 speed set. That would be the best gear to do that in, because then you would have the speed set and also the damage you can do with the level 70 gear. So if you have a character like that, that is ideal for this sort of farm. However, you don't need the speed set to make this farm work. In the video that I'm showing right now, I'm not in a speed set, I'm just in level 70 gear, and you move around quick enough. You're basically just pulling all the mobs together anyways, and then doing the damage. The damage is what takes longer than actually gathering them together, so you're fine just with your normal damage gear for level 70. However guys, that was about it. Just wanted to remind you about this farm that we went over. I believe it was in Shadowlands, I think, near the end of Shadowlands, before the region-wide auction house came out. Now, it's still a good farm. They're a bit less, but they sell a lot quicker on the auction house. If you'd like to learn more about making gold in retail World of Warcraft, you can check out my complete gold making guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. And I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has been getting it lately, and all the positive and kind words people have been leaving about the guide. Till next one, take care.